What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another pregame show with Miss Junebug and myself, Boys for Life. How are you doing, Miss Junebug? How you been since the last time we talked?
Um, Ready for football. Like I hate bye weeks. Who lives like this? Like why? Why? But
No,
I'm
I know. I
ready for
was,
Sunday.
yeah, I was at work, and I was like, well, at least I can finally get work done on Sunday. I don't got to take a 3.5 hour break and watch and watch the game on my phone. So, um, yeah, a lot. I guess a lot of
Moving
stuff
good.
is heating up. A lot of stuff is heating up with the Cowboys. We tried to get Brandon Cooks before the trade deadline, didn't happen. So now it seems like all our sights are all set on OBJ, and you seem kind of excited.
I posted this on my Twitter, and first and foremost, shout out to all the veterans. I am wearing my Army Green Dag today because we want to definitely salute all of y'all. Thank you so much for your services. So, shout out to all the veterans. I know that Cowboys Nation definitely has a lot of them out there, and just we salute you. So, and then it's also 11/11/2022, which is a great day for manifestation. So, I'm huge on that. So, I manifested a Super Bowl. I'm seeing that far ahead. Like, let's just manifest, let's go big or go home. So I've been manifesting all day, journaling. It's super cold in Dallas. Where are
Yes,
you at?
I'm in San Antonio, and I have the window open right now because I'm in my kitchen. So I have the window open. It's about 50 some odd degrees right now. I can feel the cold. It's colder outside than it is in here. So that's why I have my window open. And I'm getting the AC hitting from one side. And I got the window air hitting me from the other side. So it feels amazing. I
I,
love it. I love it.
I feel
I went to like I said, I went to the mall to go get my brand new, poorly constructed phone. And I was in flip flops and this t-shirt and sweats. So I love this weather. I love it.
I love this weather too. So yeah. No, so yeah, back to like everything. I'm glad. I hope you get your phone figured out because that's the worst. Like we
It
are
is the worst.
so attached to our phones. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no, like normally like I listen to like to go to sleep, I put on like people that have monotone voice and like they tell scary stories. So I listen to that like true scary stories like break-ins and all kind of weird stuff. So I
Or
listen to
your
that stuff
silence.
to fall asleep. And now I can't even do that because I got nothing. I got nothing. But before we keep going, shout out to the great Duke Bothers. World War I peace treaty was signed on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month.
Oh wow. That's
And
good.
you were talking about manifesting a Super Bowl. I have been trying to manifest the OBJ signing, and this we both want to talk about this. So
Okay, so yes, we definitely want to talk about this because I tweeted back August 8th, okay, 8
uh huh.
8 2 2, that OBJ would be great in Dallas.
Uh huh.
Nobody liked my tweet, nobody said anything, it was whatever, okay? Then, about when free agency started coming around and we knew, we had some choices, I talked about OBJ again, and then Cowboys Nation again talk all this shit about OBJ is not, Dallas fit, whoop de whoop. I stuck to OBJ. I follow his TikTok. I love me some Lola Wood. I love his girl. I love like his family side. I love his passion. I love his energy. He is such a passionate player, and we don't have that. We don't have a passionate player. I love Dak, but Dak is so politically correct and media trained. It's like he is so cautious with his words, and we look at Micah, but he's still young. So I definitely feel like OBJ's presence in Dallas would be huge, 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 huge. Not just because of what he can bring to the table, but also just his overall aura, presence, demeanor, drive, determination. That is contagious, it's infectious, and we need that on the team. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. We haven't had this kind of passion the way OBJ is with whatever team he goes to since Des Bryant. Let's be real. Since Des Bryant, We haven't had anything like that. I mean, it's crazy to sit here. People sit there and say, "Oh, Des Bryant was a problem. He was this, he's that." No, he was passionate. He was a lifelong Dallas Cowboy fan. Is what he was. He grew up
Like
here.
T.O. Like you don't get those type. T.O. I mean, like the playmaker. I mean, hello,
Yeah.
hello. I mean, we don't have that. So I mean, it's just like we need that type of drive. We need that type of commitment. We need that just presence on the field and that experience that he brings,
Yeah.
to the table. So I'm a huge fan. Sign him up. I even welcome him on behalf of Cowboys Nation already. Like, I know it's a deal, it's a wrap. Jerry is just fucking pulling our strings, and I love it, and
See,
he's got the whole squad behind him. So I think it's great.
yeah. I've been watching, of course, been keeping up with the Twitter stuff and watching every single Cowboy fan, wide receiver out there that is, pretty much trying to recruit him over here to the Cowboys. But then, like you bring up Jerry Jones. That's a kind of the X factor for me. Him and Stephen Jones, because I've seen this done before, and I've seen it where they've done too much talking to where you're like, nah, this isn't going to happen. But I feel like they're going over the top right now because this is just too much talking for me to sit here and say, well, I think this could happen if they just keep talking too much. Like, I mean, but normally when they don't talk, shit gets done. And so I'm still on the fence about as much as I want him here. And it's not because I feel like, oh, he's this number one wide receiver. He's going to go out and the remainder of what we have 6 games left, 7 games left. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's going to go 7 games, 100 yards each game. No, I feel like he's going to be your number 2 option because you have your CeeDee Lamb, who's your number 1. And I feel like he's going to be that guy that when it's crunch time, you go to him. He's not going to be the OBJ of 5, 6, 7 years ago.
No, and that's definitely him knowing his role is important. And he's coming off injury again. We definitely know that he is, it's going to be a slow start. It's not like he's had like the preseason and all of that,
Yeah.
So he still has to get some reps in. So I think that as long as he knows his role and him being such a playmaker and having that experience when we really need it on crunch time, if it does happen, then I think that he will be a great weapon to have in our arsenal because we do have CD, we have Noah, we have, I mean, just so many. We have Tony. I mean, like everybody wants to just get a touchdown. I mean, Dak is even running them in. So I mean, it's like this is just a setup for the playoffs.
Yeah. No, I feel you. So hold on, the great Duke, this is one of my boys right here. What are you shaking your head at? Like, I don't think he's a fan of bringing OBJ. This is one of the OGs right here. Like, he's been on YouTube for the longest time, longer than I've been on here. I've only been on here
What's
6
he
years.
Gotta say? Tell me.
So I like him, myself, and a few others. Like, we are pretty much realists on what the Cowboys are and what kind of moves we know they can make. And I think he's kind of like, see, he doesn't want OBJ. I mean, he's more of he likes our guys, and I get it. Like, he likes our guys. I like our guys too, but at the same time, I feel like
we are stagnant.
But I feel like bringing someone in of OBJ I'm not saying it's going to put us into this like great offense that now we're going to be putting up 30, 45 points a game. No, I think he's just going to elevate us a little bit more because he is a name that commands respect. Oh, no, sorry. I read that wrong. I do want OBJ. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I do.
Okay.
That's my fault. I read that wrong. No, I do. Okay. I read that wrong. Okay. He would be ready for playoff time, and we could really, I get him. Okay, that's my fault. That's my fault, Duke. But yeah, no, he's right. He is a guy that would be ready for playoff time, and we could use him in those playoff times. Look, we've done great in the draft. We've done excellent in the draft because look at where we're at. A lot of the guys that have stepped up for us have been drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. Now you go out and get a free agent like OBJ, this guy will put us over the top. And I'm not you like you said, you're manifesting Super Bowl. I'm over here manifesting trying to get OBJ in here.
No,
That will
that's a done deal.
help
That's
us
a
like in
wrap.
the
We're
playoffs.
negotiating right now. We're just signing paperwork. I mean, this is selling stories. This is giving fucking everybody something to talk about. We're always at the tip of everybody's mouth. We are America's team. OBJ is, he will be a fool not to come here. Can you tell me who else besides us is more alluring?
Well, they got Kansas City, I
Yeah,
guess.
but no.
You got Buffalo with when they were
No,
on the cusp
didn't they
there.
just lose their quarterback?
Well, I mean, he's not going to be
Well,
out
they're
the whole
done. I mean,
season.
like they got cool. So
And now,
wait,
and I don't even know where this came from, but I've been hearing San Francisco. Like again, and like I said, I
no,
haven't been
he
hearing
wants
where
to.
this came from.
No, we have the hottest defense. I mean, like I just really feel like we're a contender.
And the
He
weather, the
and the
weather.
weather. His daddy is from here. He was saying that his daddy lives in. I took notes
Yeah,
in somewhere. He lives around here,
yeah. No,
and he wants to be out here. And he
his
just,
daddy side of the family is from over
yep,
here.
yeah, yep. I actually wrote it down. But anyways, daddy, talk to him. Pops, talk to him. We need to bring him over here. So yes. So great place to raise a family too. So I just really feel like we definitely need OBJ in the big D.
Yeah.
Anyway,
No. And the kicker is like I don't know if Buffalo is a great place to raise a family. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want to raise a family over in
I'm
California.
cold in 50 degrees. Oh my God.
I don't know. I
I'm
wouldn't want to
cold
raise a
right
family
now.
over in San Francisco and Cali. I wouldn't do
He's
that.
in
But,
LA. Like, I mean,
like,
who the hell leaves LA weather
oh,
anyways?
and Texas. Let's remember, Texas doesn't have state income, so that's another thing. He's going to be making more money
Big
here, even if
tax.
he got
We
the
have
same
income.
deal
We just don't
somewhere
have
else.
tax.
We don't have state income tax here.
Yes.
So that's another reason to come here. I mean, and like he said, he's looking somewhere where he can finish out his career in a city where he can, raise a family or whatever it is. And I
Yeah,
think Texas,
yeah.
Dallas is a great place to do that.
Absolutely. Man, absolutely. Man, I'm such a note taker, and I really actually did write down where his dad was from. It was 2 hours outside of Texas. But yeah, we definitely did. But anyways, OBJ. Okay, so just real quick, and what number is he gonna be?
Oh, I don't know. That's what I've been
Like, I
thinking.
was just
I
sitting
mean,
here like,
three's taken, 13's taken.
3 is taken, 13's taken. They were
Yeah.
saying 88. I was like, no, 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 no.
Well, two's taken, one's taken. Out. I don't know. Maybe a 5, maybe a 10 or an 11. No, 11's
No,
taken.
11.
Sorry. The Parsons. I'm sorry. I was just saying numbers off the top of my head. That's the thing. He has nothing to do with Jerry or Steven. The ball's in Odell's court. Yeah, no, we know the ball's in Odell's court and doesn't have anything to do with Jerry or Steven. And I know Steven is out there and Steven and Jerry are doing their due diligence like they normally do. But, I mean, yeah, the ball's in Odell's court. He can pick and choose wherever he goes. But Jerry Jones is the greatest producer, greatest salesman to ever live, in my opinion. And I think he can pitch
he is.
Dallas to OBJ and he would come here.
He's coming. He's coming. They're just like playing us like freaking little puppets, and I love it. So it's all good. It's a done deal. And you know what the best fucking part of this entire conversation is?
Where?
I'm going to tell you what the best part of this conversation is. And this has nothing, it's not personal, it's business. As much as we would love him here, we don't need him. We got a great team anyways. You know what I'm saying? We're on the rise. We would love his presence. We would love his energy. We could love everything that he could bring to the Cowboys. But guess what? we don't need him either. You know what I'm saying? Because we could
Yeah.
still win. We could still score. We still got the best defense. We still got, great receivers. We got Tony Pollard on the rise. We got, Zeke getting healthy, and as much as we would love to have him as a wide receiver and be out there and catch those catches like CD, we're still going to do that with or without him. So as much as I love you, OBJ, and as much as I want to see you here, we wish you the best, but we're going to be fine without you. But come.
No, and look, even Duke agrees with you. We don't need him, but God help us if CD got hurt and we don't have another wide receiver. I mean that's he's right. If one of our receivers again gets hurt, I mean,
No,
I understand.
We got
I understand we got Gallup.
Gallup
but he's still coming off that
Gallup
injury.
Should be good by playoff time. So I mean, I get it, and I'm sorry, but first of all, no bad juju here. We shouldn't even be saying that type of negative energy because I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And CD is young; he's good. I don't see him, getting there, but obviously shit happens. We've seen it with Dak, but guess what? We rose to that occasion as well. So we are determined and we're ready, so we're good.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Can we just talk about Aaron fucking Rodgers?
Oh my God. So I don't know. Okay, hold on. You start talking about Aaron Rodgers. I'm gonna get another beer real quick, but I can hear you. So you keep talking. I'll be right back in like 5 seconds.
Okay, so Aaron fucking Rodgers, right? I grew up in a Packer household, okay? Before me even becoming a Dallas Cowboy fan, I was because I'm in the middle of a separation right now with a cheesehead. So I'm telling you, I know everything about Aaron Rodgers and the fucking Packers. And I'm sorry, I'm a huge Aaron Rodgers fan. I think he is fantastic at what he does. And I hate to see him go down like this, but you know what? You put yourself in that environment. So it is what it is. And when it comes to playing with my boys, I love my boys and I'm being realistic. If Green Bay had a better team, then yes, I could see it even being a good game. But as far as what I'm seeing right now and the way things are going to go, it might not even be close. So, I'm ready for Sunday. I'm ready to see Aaron Rodgers, and I'm ready just to put this one to bed so we can get to more exciting things.
No, I'm gonna keep this comment up because I'm gonna
do the same thing you did. I'm listening. Go.
I'm gonna have to keep this comment right here. Like my friend was saying, Aaron Rodgers is on the downward trend. Aaron Rodgers doesn't have wide receivers, or he does, but yet tell me why his wide receivers are so frustrated with him, because guess what? Aaron Rodgers is blaming his wide receivers for not being able to catch footballs. When let's face it, it's Aaron Rodgers. I mean, look at what he did last week against
don't want to go over there.
look at what Aaron Rodgers did last week against the Detroit Lions. He made him look like the 85 Bears.
Yes.
Yeah, he made him look like the 85 freaking Bears. 3 interceptions inside the 20, inside the red zone. 3 interceptions, and you're gonna sit there and tell me that Aaron Rodgers is gonna upset the Dallas Cowboys with who? Their pass rush is gone. Their safety just had season-ending surgery. Like I said, one of their guys tore his ACL or Achilles, some shit like that. So this team last week, I mean, I get notifications on Bleacher Report. I'm not kidding you. It's like at least once a day, every day last week, I was getting an update of someone from the Packers getting hurt. Everyone. Like, I'm not kidding you. There's no way Aaron Rodgers, we're going to go up to Lambeau and lose. I don't think it's happening. I think Tony Pollard had his coming out party. Now, this is where I think Tony Pollard, and here's an interesting stat. Since high school, since he last left since he was last played in high school, so college and the times he's been in the pros, he has not had carries. He has not had to carry the ball over 15 times. 14 has been his limit for whatever reason. But I think this is a game that I think we're going to control the clock like we always do. And if Zeke don't play, Tony the Ken is going to get the start, and he's going to get about 15 to 20 carries, because I think this is where he has to show that he can be the workhorse in case we don't bring Zeke back next year. Because we're going to have to pay Tony Pollard, and I think this is the year, this is one of the years where we can get out of that that horrible Zeke contract that we have. So for me, I don't see no upset coming at all.
Well, no, 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 no. No, 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 absolutely not. I don't see that either. I think that Aaron Rodgers will come out playing and he's going to do the best with what he's got because he's on the verge of being benched. That conversation is getting hotter and hotter. And it is like, okay, when are we going to sit him because he's not producing? So
Yeah.
I think that he's definitely going to come out and do his best just because of the conversation that a lot of the analysts and a lot of the sports teams are talking about of him, potentially getting benched. I think our defense is going to have a field day with him. I feel bad for him. I think that he's definitely, he needs to get protected in the pocket and, because we're coming. We are coming for him. We are 7-2 against him.
No, he's 7-2 against us.
I mean, yeah, you know what I meant. But anyways, I guess. So
no, but there's some people on here that will roast you, so that's why I had to.
And I'm gonna tell you this. As much as I'm not a big fan, if McCarthy does not come and whoop their ass, he knows them inside and out. He want to shed tears on conferences. You know what I'm saying? Before the game, talk about me and him talked and we'll do it. Like, why are you talking to the enemy? Leave that for after the game. What Green Bay means to him. Great, congratulations. But you need to come there and you need to whoop their ass, like plain and simple. They fired you, so you need to come and you need to show them, what a mistake they made. And you got this great hot quarterback right now, and you got the best defense. And if you don't come to whoop some ass, then I'm sorry. Like, I don't want to even talk to you. And happy birthday, Coach. Sorry, I'm talking shit, but happy birthday.
Today's McCarthy's birthday?
No, it was yesterday.
Oh.
So he's a little Scorpio. So I can see his little sensitive side, which is great, and that's fine. I'm a Pisces. We water signs together. However, when it comes to the opposition, we don't talk to them till after the game. Not before the game, after the game.
Yeah, I don't even talk to my opposition. Even if I was friends with him, even before, I didn't even talk to him before or after. I mean, of course, we had to do the good game. It was like
when I'm coach, I wanted to come and shake your ass after shake your hand.
Okay.
I wanted to come shake your hand after a game just so you can make sure that a girl beats you, because that's just how boys get all hurt when a woman beats you at it's something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be like, yeah, you get coach. And smile. But McCarthy is he needs to come in there.
No, for sure. To me, this is. I don't know if it's McCarthy helping Kellen Moore along, but you've kind of seen the way this year when Dak went out, and like this was like we were talking the last time. This was my silver lining, was Dak getting hurt and Kellen Moore having to step up his game because his play calling was very stagnant the past couple of years, especially in the playoff game, week 1 where we looked like hot garbage. It didn't look right. And then all of a sudden Dak goes down. Kellen Moore, calls a more balanced attack, run game. That's what we've been wanting. I don't know if Mike McCarthy had a hand in it. I would think he did, because it looks like it's a completely different Kellen Moore. With every once in a while, the Kellen Moore that we're used to will come out and it'll be some sort of trick play at the wrong time that kills a drive. But I think that Mike McCarthy is actually helping Kellen Moore along, and I really think that with what we got right now, we're going to put up points on that Packers defense, because a lot of their guys are hurt on the defense side of the ball. A lot of guys are hurt, and you're talking about how we're going to get after Aaron Rodgers on the defense side. I'm with you right there. We have trouble. Look, and I said this last night in my own stream. We have trouble with mobile quarterbacks. I mean, you looked at Jalen Hurts. We kind of had trouble with him. You look at what's his name? I mean, Daniel Jones isn't mobile. He can be, but we had trouble with him. We had trouble with Justin Fields, who's a mobile quarterback. Aaron Rodgers can't move like that anymore. He can't. And I want to say it was Sam Williams who said this is the fastest defense he's ever seen.
Yeah.
And let's be real here. This defense is fast. And if you can't move and you can't escape out of the pocket, I'm thinking we're going to get about 6-7 sacks this game.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's what I'm up there. 6-7 sacks. Yeah. I don't think Aaron Rodgers puts up 10 points on this team. I don't think that happens.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're right.
With what wide receiver? He's blaming his wide receivers for not being able to catch. His wide receivers are frustrated with him because he's using them as the scapegoat. If I'm a wide receiver and I'm playing with Aaron Rodgers and he's blaming me because he looks like ass when he's playing, do you think I'm going to want to try my hardest when he overthrows something and I need to go up and get the ball? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let's face it. Aaron Rodgers looks like I'm not saying he's on his way out, but he's looking like he's heading close to retirement or trying to be or forced out or whatever it is out of Green Bay. He doesn't look like you said. He doesn't look like the Aaron Rodgers of old.
No, he's still on contract. He's got like that, he's guaranteed contract through another year. They're not trading him. The only reason he would leave is if he leaves on his own. He's not leaving. He's got that guaranteed $93 million. I don't know how much. He got a shitload of money. But, I think that they definitely put all their eggs into their basket with Aaron Rodgers because, they're not getting what they thought they were going to get. But you know what, though? It's not his fault. It's not his fault. And who was it? Devontae Adams that left, right?
Devontae Adams, yeah.
Yes. So had he been more fucking sure of what he was doing off season, then he would have stayed, and then we probably would have been having a different story. But they definitely would not have had that record. So
even Devontae Adams is struggling over there in with the Raiders. He's struggling over there.
Well, that's tough too. And the Raiders are doing horrible. Yeah. Horrible. But no, it should be a good game. I see them. I say 13-34, 13-35. That's my
if I don't know. I feel like we need to be talking some smack on Dak again, so that way he can get his run game going, because that's what happened the last time.
Well, then 42. Okay, you're right. I take that back. So I'm going to go 13. I'm going to go 13, 42. 44. I always like that 44 when I do betting. 44. Yeah.
Oh, and you're the money line girl. You know how to do all. You've been doing that for a long time.
Oh my God, I do money lines all the time, and they're favored to win. I don't even know what the odds are, to be telling you, because I'm not playing anything right now. But they're favored to win, so it should be a good game. It should be it should be a good game, and we need to be ready for the Giants, and we need to be ready for fucking the Eagles. So.
See, and here's the thing. I'm not trying to jump ahead, but we have the Packers Sunday. We have the Vikings the following week.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
And then on a short week we have the Giants. Now the Giants, one of their rookie left tackle, he got hurt, right? I don't know if he's back playing or not. But then on the bye week, Xavier McKinney, their star safety, broke his hand four-wheeling on vacation. So he's out for a few weeks. So that defense that they got, that secondary is going to start to crumble. All we got to do. You what?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. All we got to do is make sure we maintain like what we did the last time we played them. But we got number 4 back, right? We got number 4 back. We're gonna like I've been saying, for me. And I don't know how much you know about how I feel about Dak. If Dak continues to play, if he plays the way he did against the Bears, where he throws for 250. I don't want to see 400. I don't want to see 450, 350, and it's a shootout and it's a close, we lose or something because Dak's trying to throw the ball too much or Kellen Moore has Dak throwing the ball. I want to see a balanced game, and if we can stay balanced against the Giants on Thanksgiving, every Cowboy fan will have an amazing Thanksgiving with turkey, mashed potatoes, all the stuffing, everything, and then a Cowboy win. And I think the Jonas Brothers are performing. So if you like the Jonas Brothers,
Well,
they're
they're from
performing on
Texas,
Thanksgiving.
of course. We love the Jonas Brothers. They're from Texas. Yeah, no, it's gonna be great. We definitely, should test his arm if we need to, but the running game is where we want to keep our offense at. So it should be good. It should be just a really good game. I'm super excited. Like, just so excited to watch them play. I mean, this bye week sucks. So.
Oh yeah, no, you had no idea. I was watching the bye week. I'm sorry. I was watching football during the bye week, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking bored." Like,
I know.
I got nothing to do. I was at work. I would go. I was watching the I was watching the Commanders, and I wouldn't say I was rooting for them because I wasn't. But if they won, I would have been happy in the sense that, holy shit, we have 4 NFC East teams all in the playoffs right now. Like if the season ended, it'd be 4 every NFC East team would be in the playoffs. And not that I want to see them or any NFC East team in the playoffs, but just for us to be the first team, since we're the first team to have every team in our division have a Super Bowl, and we would be the first team where every team in our division would make the playoffs. Like that's something cool to see. As much as like I don't like Washington, I don't like the Giants, I don't like the Eagles because we're Cowboy fans. But still, that's you're a football fan. That's something cool to see. You know what I mean? So like I wasn't rooting for them, but if they won, I would have been like, holy shit, look at the NFC East because of what we've been called in the past, and I feel like we're rising up, and this is going to be a competitive division. And I love that. I love having a competitive division.
Why is nobody talking about all the BS the Commanders are going through, though? Off the field.
Off the field.
And now the name change makes total sense too, as well. And all these lawsuits and them being sued by everybody and their mama. So I mean, like they just need to go hide under a rock right now. I would suspend their entire season, but whatever. So
you would suspend their entire season?
I would. Nobody's talking about it, and nobody's talking about it to save face. And Roger Goodell is in some deep shit, and I highly doubt that he will make it past this year.
Oh yeah, I mean, I saw like I didn't read the story, but I saw the notification come through. So Goodell and Dan Schneider were in cahoots, weren't they? With
I don't know the whole thing. I mean, I'm just reading off of some headlines, but I read more into the story, and there's so much depth behind it, and they're really trying to like hush it under the rug and not make us focus on it because it's definitely been staying out of people's mouths. But it's gonna be a great documentary one day for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because
and somehow John Gruden became the scapegoat for all of this shit.
It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Like John Gruden is not even. I don't think he was ever a Washington coach at any point in his career, and somehow he gets the shaft being over there in Oakland because they were still over there at the time. Like it's like how does that even happen?
Hey, what goes around comes around, and he's just getting caught right now. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. Nobody talks about the good stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So that bear. Okay. So we didn't do a show last week. So last week was our bye week. The week before that, we did play the Bears, and we went and we beat them 49-29. We put up 20 points. This is the first time we have gone above 24 points all year long.
It was beautiful. It was just so fun to watch.
It was
great. And you know what? We have to talk all that shit we talked about Dak. Remember?
Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah, you messaged me. Yeah.
Yeah, remember we were just like, I felt like he must have watched our shit. I really did. I knew he was watching because he knew we were not having it. We were not happy
Yeah.
as fans. We were not happy at the way things were going. And I know it was the Bears. I don't care, but it was a good way for him to step his game up. And I
Yeah.
think this next game is going to be the same way. And then the Vikings are going to be a real test. And, you know, but
No, I feel like this
that was
was
good.
a get right game for Dak Prescott. Um, like you said, it was the Bears, so it's like, it's the Bears. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But this was and the Lions was a good test to come out against. Um, I mean, it is the Lions' worst defense in the league. But let's be real. Let's be real with the Lions. If Noah Brown does not fumble, right? If he doesn't get flipped over and the fumble doesn't happen, and they actually score before the half, we would be having a different conversation of, oh, it was a close game going into half. I don't know if I can't remember if they took the lead or not. But then Dak, we ended up, kind of blowing him out. What was it, 24-6 or whatever it was.
The
If Noah
first
Brown,
half of the game did not dictate the outcome. I thought we
no,
had
no, 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 it didn't. But you do hear people talking about how, oh, this game was a lot closer than what the score actually dictated. Yeah, it did, but at the same time, if Noah Brown doesn't fumble and we actually go up 2 scores before the half, we're not having that. It's a different conversation. It's a Dak looks great. Dak looks this. Dak, the Cowboys are a different team, but because of that fumble of Noah Brown, and I'm not blaming Noah Brown because someone that gets upended like that lands on their head and the ball pops out. I mean, you can't really. Sometimes your body just goes limp for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
shit happens.
yeah.
I'm not really blaming anyone for that. It was a crazy hit, fell on his head, ball popped out. I'm not blaming anyone. But what I'm saying is if he doesn't fumble and we actually score and we're up 2 touchdowns and we do score 2 more in the second half and we go up 31-6, we're having a different conversation. And it's like Dak played 2 great games instead of just one. And then like I said, 2 weeks ago when we played against the Bears, the get right game for Dak. And I honestly feel like if he can stay the course of what he's doing right now, where he's not trying to play hero ball and he's playing within himself and within this offense, and we rely on the run game and we rely on the defense, and Dak is that game manager, I honestly don't know who can beat us. I really don't.
Yep. Yep, yep, yep. No, we're looking good. We are looking good. I think, we did have the same record at this time last year. So we're definitely, but with a whole new different team. And I feel like just this season we're a way better team. In the way that we're playing, this defense is on fire. We're starting to click. We get OBJ. I mean, it's 11-11-11. Mark my words. We will be in the Super Bowl this year. Ooh, that would be amazing. Oh my God. We would have to go to Arizona. I don't care. Like, we would just, oh my God, that would be amazing.
The last time the Cowboys were in the Super Bowl, it was in Arizona.
Oh, really? Oh my God.
Yeah, in '95. In '95.
Oh,
We beat Pittsburgh. We beat Pittsburgh.
I know.
Yeah. I know you're a new Cowboy fan, but yeah. 95, the last time we were in the Super Bowl, it was in Arizona. I actually have that Super Bowl hat.
Do you?
I actually have it, yeah. And I got the cactus on the side of the hat and whatnot. Yeah, I got the Super Bowl hat like hanging on there over there in the front room.
Oh my God,
So.
I love it. Arizona. Is it in Flagstaff? Oh my God, it's so nice there. I wonder
Yeah. Oh, and then it's Super Bowl XXX.
Oh,
Would it, right?
that shit would have been in Vegas. It would have been so much better.
I don't know. I don't even want to know what would be going down in Vegas.
I know, right?
If it was exit. I was about to say something, but I'm not gonna say it because
we have kids watching.
I got kids watching, and I mean, when I used to go out and party, my friends would, when XXX would be said, we'd have a saying, but I'm not gonna say it.
Now I'm curious. DM me. I want to know. That is so funny. No, I think that if we can get past the Giants, and I think that once we get through, if we could beat the Vikings, We are definitely
No,
in
I don't think
top.
if. I think we're gonna beat the Vikings. To me, I don't think the we own Kirk Cousins. Let's be real here. Look, you got a fan here. You can reply to him. I'm gonna grab another beer.
What does he say? What did you say? Oh my God.
He says, "Wow, wow, that a gorgeous lady you have on live."
Oh, stop it. I just a girl that loves sports. Thank you. But anyway, so yeah, no, I think if we could get through the Minnesota, we'll be all right. We'll be all
Yeah,
right.
no, like so. I'm not saying I'm worried because I'm not, but you do have the 7-1 Vikings. You do have Minnesota. Not Minnesota. Sorry, the Titans, who are leading their division at 5-3, and
Yeah, nobody's
Derek
really talking about them, but yeah, they're good too.
Derrick Henry is a concern for me because
Yes.
our run defense is suspect. So
Yes.
I
He's
mean,
definitely becoming
that's up
a
in the air
household
for
name.
me.
Yeah.
I mean, going into the season? What did you have a record prediction going into the season?
For the Cowboys?
Yeah,
Yeah. I said well, it's 17 games, right?
yeah,
I said 14-3.
14-3.
Yeah, 14-3, 13-4, but 14-3, you know?
So
That was in my heart of hearts what I wish, but that was good enough, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, we're right where we were last year. So, I mean, like we're just getting over this first half of the season. So, we should be good, especially the way we're playing and our schedule, you know, it's a
yeah,
little tough, but we should be good.
yeah. No, I got laughed at out of the
What you
building
get?
because
What you estimate?
so like I said, if you would have went on the shows that I went on with some hardcore Eagle fans after they did what they did when they had their draft traded for AJ Brown and we lost Randy Gregory, we traded away Amari Cooper, all that stuff. I looked at the schedule and we started having conversations, and I got laughed at when I told them last year we went 12-5 with a harder schedule, with a little bit of a harder schedule. This year, I mean, you're going to sit there and say we took a step back. I don't think we did, but we have a very cupcake schedule. Even if we are below 500, the
No, you know
first
who
six.
has a very cupcake schedule? It's the fucking Eagles. And you know, that's who has the fucking little fucking bitch ass cupcake schedule and all this blah 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 from the fucking Eagles fans. I hear your posts, I read your comments. I don't know why y'all love fucking talking crazy to me, but y'all got some cupcake ass schedules. So shush, 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 shush. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm going to say this just so you know, which I'm sure you do. You know, you've been a fan for a little while
Five
now.
minutes
So
for 5 minutes. I know. Go ahead. I
so
don't care. I'm passionate.
we play the exact same teams, right? We play the exact same teams minus the three teams that we played that we've been in like they don't play the Rams, they don't play Cincinnati, and they don't play the Bucks. Those are the only three teams that we play that they don't. Every other team that they play,
The Bucks beat us.
yeah. No. What I'm saying is that the Eagles don't play those guys.
Yeah.
They don't play this. They don't play Cincinnati. They don't play the Rams. They don't play the Bucks. They play three other teams in those divisions at the same not record, but same where they were in the division last year. So the AFC West they play the second place. The NFC South they play the second place. The AFC what is North they play the second place. So those are the three teams that just differ that are different, but every other team we play the exact same team. So yeah, they have a little bit more of a cupcake schedule than we do, but so do we. And what I was telling these guys was, look, I don't think we got any worse. I think we got a little bit better, just by who we drafted and what we got going on. I felt that we were going to go 12-5. I was like, last year we went 12-5 with a little bit of a harder schedule. Y'all say we took a step back, so I'm going to give us 12-5. And I did my whole spiel, and I got laughed at. And I made a few bets because a lot of guys over there on that side of the field over there were talking about, oh, y'all aren't even going to win 8 games. Y'all are going to be at the bottom of the barrel, the basement team, yada, 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 this, and that, and the third. And guess what? We already have 6 wins. We're 6 more away from my prediction that I think is going to come, that I know is going to come true, and we're sitting at second place. And what if? And I'm just saying, what if? What happens if the Eagles start to lose a couple games while we're still winning?
And they will.
And then we go to Christmas Eve. Yeah, they will. And we go to Christmas Eve. We go to Christmas Eve and we beat them and we tie. And guess what? It's going to go to point differential. And if we beat them by a larger margin than what they beat us, guess what? We're in first place. Now, these are all big what ifs, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, don't count us out. You had 14 and 3. I had 12 and 5. We're not far off. To me, this has been such a surprise team for me, to be honest with you. I really didn't think that we were going. I did think 12 and 5 because of the schedule, but I thought it was going to be a tough 12 and 5. I didn't know that Cooper Rush was going to come in here and this defense was going to hold it down the way it did. Now we got Dak back. We're going to be able to put up points, and still the defense is going to be able to hold it down. So, I'm like, for me, I'm just – and then you look at the other teams, like the Packers, who were in the playoffs last year, the Bucks that just beat us last year and this year. The Niners don't look the same. They beat us last year. I'm not really worried about any of these other, including the Eagles in the playoffs. I'm not really worried about anyone.
I'm not worried about anybody, to be honest. Not the way we're playing. Like, I mean, whoever we play will be a great game if we, get there. But I think that if we keep building our confidence and keep doing what we're doing and just improving every game, we're unstoppable. And bringing Odell in his energy and bringing that leadership. And can we this annoys the shit out of me. Why are we talking about not having leadership within the team? Isn't that Dak's job? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And why are we saying there is no leadership? Why are we saying that we need to bring somebody like OBJ to bring in that type of energy? So we can't rely on bringing in somebody else to create that vibe and that camaraderie within the team. Somebody in that team needs to step it up and carry that weight, that torch, that, momentum all the way through to the playoffs so that we can gain confidence within ourselves and within the team so we can get to that next level, because it's not just skill, it's also confidence, and it's also the belief within yourself that you can get to that level. So those guys need to just rise on every occasion so we can just get Jerry a championship ring. I really, really, really want to see Jerry Jones get a ring. And I was so inspired by Dusty Baker getting his first championship as a coach, because I'm a huge baseball fan and I'm a huge Dusty Baker fan. And just to see, that was, first of all, shout out to the Astros. They were playing Philly, and if that didn't excite you, you know what I'm saying? It was amazing.
No. I mean, I hate the Astros because I'm a Rangers fan, but I hate Philly so much more. I went out and spent $30 on a Astros shirt, and I had my old I had an Astros hat, and I wore those motherfucker things, and I watched the game, and I watched them win. Like, baseball is life for me. I mean, that's one thing. I don't know if you know that. Baseball, I played in high school. I played in college. I did all that. My whole left side of my body is jacked up because of baseball.
Oh wow!
I've had Tommy John surgery. Ooh. I've had labrum surgery.
What position did you play?
I was a pitcher. In college, I was a pitcher. Growing up, I played all of outfield. I played first base.
What's your ERA? What's your best ERA?
So in college, I want to say, I forget what it was. It was in the 2s, but in high school, I was all state in high school my senior year, but my junior year was like barely above a 1. And then I think my senior year, I was at a 0.93.
Okay, Mariano
Like,
Justin Verlander over here. Shit.
no, I didn't throw in the 90s. I threw mid 80s, touched a couple of high 80s from the left side. But I lived on the corners on the outside, and I was compared to Greg Maddux. I'm not even
Oh,
kidding you.
Greg Maddux was a beast.
Yeah, I was. I mean, he's a guy that didn't throw hard either. He threw mid
Yeah,
80s, touched high
but
80s.
he got you.
But his control was on point. My control was on point. I lived on the corners. I wasn't a big strikeout guy, but like I said, I could spot my I could spot my pitches where I need them, and my ERA was low. My favorite story, and my favorite story is one of my favorite stories is I'm not playing the game. I'm not playing that game. It's my senior year. At that point, I just become just a pitcher. I'm not even playing first anymore. So my coach brings me in, and we're in a tournament, and we're playing one of the high schools down here, and it's 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 6th, and we're split. We play 7 inning games. It's the bottom of the 6th. There's a runner on first, and I look him down, and I go back to home, and I look him down, and I go back to home, and I act like I'm about to pitch, and I do my pickoff, and he takes off running. I was like, okay, he's done. I picked him off. He's done. And I heard, because like, even though San Antonio's a big city, I've always called it one of the biggest, smallest cities in the country, because it's like everyone knows everyone pretty much.
Yeah.
If you run in the same circles. And it was funny because a lot of those high school guys I knew growing up, and they told me that, like, yeah, the coach was pissed at him, and throughout the rest of the week, when we'd see him in the hallway, like, we'd start yelling back, like, as if I was picking him up. Yeah. And yeah, it was.
That's funny. I love it. No, baseball is beautiful. It's just poetic. It is.
I love it.
It's something about baseball. I don't. People say so boring. How do you watch baseball? It's like, how do you not like? How do you like sports and not like baseball?
Look. Baseball's a thinking man's game. It is. You have to be 3-4 steps ahead, and not only be 3-4 steps ahead of what happened. You also got to have, for each one of those steps ahead, you have to have 4 different scenarios of what could happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot that goes into it.
That can go on in just one play, you know? Oh, my God.
Look, I'm going to tell you this. Baseball I've played my whole life. I love playing it. It is boring to watch. I cannot stand to watch it on TV. I can't go through 162 games and watch. But if I had season tickets to go watch every game in person, I will be at every game in person, because it's so much fun to watch in person. But playing is a different story. I loved the feeling of playing. And I'm not going to lie, like, it's funny because of me being a pitcher, and I knew how good I was, but I was really humbled about how good I was. But like I said, but like I said, I knew how good I was, and every time we'd play someone, when we were 15, 16, 17 years old, guys would start to bring their girlfriends to the game, right? They'd start to bring, right? So I'd be, paying attention on pitching this game. I'd be paying attention and be like, okay, who's bringing who to the game, and who's in the stands for who, and then I'd figure out who's with who, and I'm like, okay, today I'm gonna make this guy look like a jackass. I'm gonna make him look bad. And that was me. That was my cockiness with myself. But then when I went out and with everyone else, I was humble with how I was. Like, I had to relieve that cockiness somewhere.
No, yes, and that's what sports are for. I mean, absolutely, that's what they're made for. Yes, my love and my heart belongs. I love football, but I grew up a basketball fan. So basketball for me is everything. I'm way better at basketball than anything else. But and even just from coaching and stuff, it's just something. But I just watching Dusty Baker get that, get that satisfaction, not only as a coach, but he was a player, and being 70 something, and when you think about being that old and how many games they play throughout the season and their schedules and how it's hot, it's the summer. And I mean, there's so much commitment and dedication that goes into that. So I was just very happy to see him get a championship ring, and my heart automatically went to Jerry. Like
Yeah.
just I want Jerry Jones to get a championship ring so bad, just because if I think he deserves it more than anybody out there. You know what
Well,
I'm
he
saying?
has
For his
3.
time, huh?
He has 3.
And I understand that, but I want another one for him. Do you know
No,
what
no,
I
I get it.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
want one for you. You want
I
one for
want one
you
for
since you've
me
been a fan.
and him in our lifetime together.
Yeah.
Yes, because I have the utterly most respect and love for fucking Jerry Jones that I just, I need that number 4 for him.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
number 4 is my favorite number. Period. Like
It's the
my
money number. It's a money number. You know that? 444, angel numbers. 4 is a money number. I'm a huge numerology person. So I love 4. I love anything in,
well, I like
numerology.
number 4 has been my baseball number since T-ball. Like I fell in love with
Oh,
I fell in love with well, I'm saying my dad and I when I was young, we watched a documentary on you've heard of Lou Gehrig's disease.
yes.
So we watched I hate the Yankees. To say I hate the fucking Yankees. I'm a Red Sox fan
Oh
and a
my
Rangers
God.
fan. I hate the Yankees,
Hold on one
but
second. I don't mean to cut you off. My brothers live in Poughkeepsie. So every summer I will go up to New York and all we will fucking do is watch the fucking Yankees play. So I love the Yankees. I am a huge Yankee fan, and I saw CC, Mariano, Jason, fucking Giambi, Derek Jeter, fucking Alex Rodriguez. I mean, it was
yeah.
how
But but
dare you?
but
We
but
fucking hate
Lou
the Red Sox.
but Lou Gehrig is my favorite baseball. I of course never saw him play, but I saw a
Obviously.
documentary on him, my dad and I. So he became my favorite baseball player to ever play. Watching him, I modeled my game the way I play, the toughness that he had. I modeled my game after him, as tough as I am playing. But number 4, I wore that all the time. I have my necklace
Oh,
that
I
has
see you.
the number 4. I got it tattooed on
Oh
me back
shit.
here. So
Okay.
4 is my number. I
Hey,
mean,
interesting.
my custom made jersey that I had, that one of my buddies, Mike Mosh, who lives in Florida, who sells jerseys. I have Boys for Life on the back,
Post his link. Okay, go ahead.
and yeah, no, I will, and I'll send it to you. But his YouTube link, I'll send it to you so you can hit him up and get it. If you want a custom made jersey, you want Junebug on the back, because I got Boys for Life on the back of mine, and I got number 4 on it, because even when Dak is gone, number 4 is my number. Like that's mine, and I've had it for the past 30 years because that's how long I've been playing ball
I
or been
feel the
in
same
sports.
about 23. So yes. You 4, I'm 23. Everything for me is 23. So
Yeah.
the GOAT, Michael, my hero. We
No,
need a
he's the
whole
goat. I don't want to hear
he's
no
the
LeBron
GOAT of all
bullshit.
goats of
No
all
nothing.
goats. And and then it's Kobe. It may be possibly
So I'm gonna tell you
LeBron.
this. So the way I felt about Kobe in his remaining years as an NBA player is the way I felt about Jeter in his remaining years. I am a Spurs fan, obviously, because I'm from San Antonio, and I hated Kobe. Hated Kobe and the Lakers because it
Yeah,
was
because he
all
will come and whoop your butt. I love the Spurs, though. I mean, I just love basketball. But
yeah.
yeah, I
So
was a
I
huge
mean, it was
Kobe
Tim Duncan
fan.
and Kobe, right? I hated the Lakers because it was always Spurs, Lakers, Spurs, Lakers in the early 2000s. I hated the Lakers, but then once Kobe was past his prime and he wasn't the same guy, and I knew they weren't winning, I was like, okay, I'm gonna tip my hat to you because now I don't got to worry about you. I don't got to stress about you. I know you're a great player, so you go be great. It's not like your team's gonna do anything. That's the way I
I
was. That's the way I was with Jeter. But baseball's a different animal. So I still hated the Yankees, but at the same time, I was like, Jeter, I gotta tip my hat to you. You're the captain. I watched that documentary
That was
on
so good,
him.
right?
I watched every second of it. I waited for the next one to come out. I hated the way it ended when it was just him about him and his wife. I was waiting for the next one to come out because like there's got to be more. But it kind of just ended with him and his wife, and I was like, oh man, y'all ended it like this. Like I think it could have been done a little bit better, but that's just me.
I love it. No, Jeter was a class act for sure, just like Kobe, definitely up there in that. So, and I'm sorry, but I'm a huge Popovich fan, and I love everything about the Spurs. I think Tim Duncan is by far one of the best basketball players out there. He doesn't get accolades enough. And Ginobili, oh my God. I mean, just that whole squad. I just as a basketball coach, I love the fundamentals and the pace that, he plays. He's always been great. And, just the Spurs were amazing. And even me growing up in LA, and I was never a Lakers fan. I was always a Bulls fan. I appreciated
Yeah.
the Lakers, because I was from there and I love everything about them. But I was a huge Michael Jordan fan, so it was always for me about the Bulls. And ever since then, I really don't have a team. To be honest, I'm kind of homeless. I love Luca. I'm not necessarily crazy about the Mavs. I would love to
Yeah.
see Anthony Davis, come over here if that shit happens. But I mean, but it's just like, yeah, you guys had a great basketball team. I was in San Antonio the night they swept. Was it the Lakers that they swept on one of their championships? They swept somebody, but we just happened to be going on our way to Corpus Christi that night. And I remember it was the night they won, and everybody was out there with their brooms, and it was insane. And it was just a party town.
I mean, the last time we won a championship was 2014.
So
I don't know if I can't remember if we swept anyone then.
no, it was before that. It was a sweep for sure. So
I mean, aside from the
maybe it wasn't a
99,
championship game. Maybe it was a playoff game. I just remember them. No,
but
it had to
I know we
be.
did sweep the Cavs in 07.
No, because my kid is 08. Me, yes. That could have been based on
So I actually went downtown. Like I watched it at a friend's house. A bunch of us did, and we ended up going downtown
Yeah,
honking and
I
all
love
that. So yeah, no, I mean it's a sad feeling because when Tim Duncan got drafted, I was 10 years old, and
How old are
99,
you?
34.
Okay.
So 34. So he got drafted in 98, so I was 10 years old. 99 won a championship, and a couple years ago he retired. So for me, it was that was the last bit of my childhood leaving because everything else had left. I grew up, everything there, whatever. Kobe was already gone. Dirk was already gone. Everyone was gone already. But Tim Duncan was the last one, and the last thing there. Even when it comes to football, like Emmett was gone, Aikman was gone, Irvin was. Everyone was gone, right? Tony Romo was gone because I was in college when Tony Romo starting for the Cowboys. Like everything was gone, and Tim Duncan was the last one standing. And when he left, it felt like I was closing one chapter finally and opening another chapter in my life because as far as sports go, 20 years of basically running the West, even though we only won 5 championships. Now, and I wouldn't say running the West, but being a contender in the West for the Spurs. Like that was, I don't know if you could ever see that again. You know what I mean? Like 20 years of just straight running, being a contender because of your power forward like that. Like it was crazy to me. Like, and right now, like I don't pay, like I said, I don't pay too much into basketball, watch it too much because it's really not my sport. But I really don't see anyone dominating the way the Spurs did for so long. I don't think they had a losing season under Tim Duncan.
Have you heard of what's Golden State Warriors? Like, hello.
Yeah, but Golden State has only been, Golden State's only been Golden State for the past, what, like
10 years?
10 years or so?
Yeah.
But we're talking a 20-year reign here, like 2 decades.
We're still contenders. Like, we still
No, I get it, but once Clay's gone,
but yeah.
once Clay's gone, once once
They're not going anywhere. They still got a couple years left. I mean,
yeah, a
like,
couple years, but I'm saying like they're not gonna touch what the Spurs did from 1998 to what to 2020 to 2019
that was no
around there.
Popovich. That was not even the players. That was just Pop doing
That
his.
was Tim Duncan and Pop.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Tim Duncan. I love. Do you remember when Tim Duncan was sub as a coach? And I thought that was so great. And
Yeah.
it was just like, oh my God, he speaks. He speaks. He talks. I love it. Oh my God. Well, this has been fun.
Yes, it has been fun, and
Yes.
can't wait to do it again. What, next week we'll do it?
We'll do it again. We'll do it
We'll do
again.
it again.
Hopefully,
Yeah,
we'll get
So
more.
my work schedule has changed. I'm working this next coming month, Monday through Friday, 7 to 5:30. Not Friday, excuse me. Monday through Thursday. So Fridays are my off days, and Saturday, Sunday. So we can do a pregame show Sunday morning before the game. We can do it Saturday night. We can do it Friday. It doesn't matter. Whatever those days work for you, we can do it.
Perfect. We'll work it out. We'll definitely work it out. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is fun. I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. Well, guys, before we head out, Miss Juma, let them know where they can find you.
Twitter. That's it. I hide from everybody else. I'm just on Twitter for fun, and
You need to get your YouTube page going. That's what you need to do.
Eventually I will. I'm in no rush. This is fine enough. But if y'all want to just come talk shit to me on Twitter. I'll answer, So
I mean, you have a lot of fans here, so I'm pretty sure if you created a YouTube page, your numbers would go up.
Clout. I do it for love, baby. I'm not here for stats. I'm here because I love my boys, So
Yeah.
If you know anybody from the Cowboys is listening, call me. I can do a game from the. We can go to AT&T Stadium and do this live, right?
Oh, that'd be awesome, right? That'd be awesome, right? We sit outside AT&T Stadium, set up a table and whatnot, and do this in person.
So do that. I am so down for that. You tell me when. We'll tailgate and we'll have fun all day long.
Oh, for sure.
I'm manifesting going to a game soon. I mean, so it's just, I'm excited. It's just.
But you've been to games before, right?
Oh, I've been to tons of games. Absolutely. All my cups are from games, and I have a few of them. So I collect them, and I really want to go. It's expensive,
Oh, I know.
I don't like to sit in the nosebleed, so I like to sit up close,
No, the last two games
I
went to.
Suite. I'm used to suites, but we'll see what.
No,
happens.
the last two games I went to, I sat right behind the end zone twice.
Yeah.
So, and I paid for my buddy's ticket. I mean, he paid me back, obviously, but like they were like $325, $3 something a pop. So
we went to the San Francisco playoff game, and it was over $1,000. And then
a ticket. No, I believe it.
Yeah,
this was a Philly game.
I mean, yeah.
This was a Philly. Every time I go to a Cowboys Philly game in Dallas, they don't lose. The Cowboys do not lose.
No, I feel you. No, it's expensive. I mean, and then I want all the souvenirs, when I'm there, and I want to eat, and I want to, it's like a whole experience. So yeah, no, I'm manifesting that for sure. Oh my God, I need to manifest that. So yeah, if anybody, I'm single, y'all. I'm recently separated. It's been a few months, so I'm kind of like, testing my water.
Oh, so any guys out there, she is single. So guys, hit her up.
No,
don't
do
it.
Hit me up.
Don't hit her up.
Don't hit me up.
Don't hit her. I thought that's what you were doing. You're like
tickets to the Cowboys game, and you need to
hit her up for tickets to the Cowboys game, but don't hit her up like that.
No, unless you got a ticket for the Cowboys game, we could hit either. We're good. Just talk shit. I'm just like, all right, sweetheart. Good night, y'all. Thank you for having me, and talk to you soon.
Yes, I appreciate you, and we're out, guys.